Hello, everyone. Now, I know we talk a whole heck of a lot about the spookiness and the creepiness on the internet and some of the mysteries that come on it, but you want to know something that's spooky, creepy, and mysterious? Why my insurance has gone up. I don't like that. So I hit up my buddy, Miguel Salinas. He is a local Illinois and Wisconsin agent for Allstate, and I've known him since high school. He's a really swell guy. I gave him a call because I was super frustrated, and he gave me a quote the exact same day that I called him. And now I got this like super great coverage. It's wonderful for me. Chef's kiss. My buddy, Miguel, you can find him. Again, he's an Illinois, Wisconsin insurance producer for Allstate. You give him a ring at 630-833-8100, and he'll get back to you the same day with a quote, just like he did for me. He works out of my hometown, Oswego. It's wonderful. He's a homeboy. He's got a dedicated house of customer service that is going to just help you out with anything that you need. They're going to give you that personal touch. It's lovely. Even if you don't like being on the phone for too often, you can email him, you can text him. He'll hook you up. Just hit him up at 630-833-8100 for all of your Allstate needs in the Illinois, Wisconsin area. He is the best. I love you, Miguel. Thank you for helping out. And thank you for calling in, people. Thank you. Orthon is pleased.
Don't look under the internet.
God damn it!
There's this week's audiogram.
No, sir.
It's just that.
Oh, yeah, I'd bring Hitler back.
I'd bring
Just
Hitler back.
zero context. That's it. Nothing else.
Just drop him somewhere. Be like, all right, see you.
If you want context, you have to listen to Unplanned Podency's latest episode.
Yes, please go do that. It's very funny.
Here's a couple things out of context. You have to listen to this podcast to understand, though.
This is actually we're starting.
Except
Go ahead.
by the time this comes out, that won't be the most recent episode
That's true.
either. So they'll go listen to it and be like, I still don't understand.
This is actually our new idea for an ARG. We just reference episodes of other podcasts, don't give you which one, and then make you go listen to them. And that's called social networking.
And this is
Fantastic.
called Don't Look Under the Internet. Hello.
Look at that bird scooter, everyone.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, 12 dates with Hitler for $3 million, not a bad deal.
God damn
12
it.
million is a big number. I
You know,
guess.
I now that we're talking about it, I don't know if I could take that number. Maybe for $6 million.
Let's not go over the semantics.
Everybody has a Hitler price. What's your Hitler price?
Mike, what did you tell
there's
me
the name of
earlier
our
that you
episode.
told me I could quote you on?
Nothing. Speaking of names, that's Doug.
Hello.
That after a month of being
Drum roll, please.
COVIDed.
I don't have a button for that.
No, Doug's got it. It's okay. After a month of being COVIDed and not being able to record, we have the terror from town, the lazy Susan, our rotten boy, our sweet cheese, our good time boy, our rotten soldier. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Jason's back,
Hello, everyone.
Back again.
and then I'm here.
You are, and also,
He's not him. Not
You
him.
guys are
And also,
you're forgetting a whole
Also-
fucking member.
no, I'm getting there. No, I meant we're all in the same room, but
We are.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am back for the first time in a long time, and it feels so fucking good.
But we're also joined with Deludi member Boot. I almost said Deludi.
Yeah.
I want to say Deludi member and Deludi crew. And
Deludi crew.
I am Deluti's member.
Do you ever
Yeah.
sometimes just like go to say Moots/Matt's name and not know which one to choose?
Yeah, my eyes get crossed. It hurts a lot.
Doxed.
Just make up a new one.
Muthu.
Muthu.
Mout.
Out. Where
See how
yeah,
this episode is going to go already.
3/4 of us are back in action. It's like nothing ever happened, and boy, do we have a rip roaring good time with you, people today.
That made sense. As
I
a
think
sentence.
I think Mike forgot how to record, and he's been here the whole time.
I'm nervous around crowds now.
Two people is not a crowd.
All right.
So one thing I want to
Did the audience come back in their congealed form?
Oh yeah, Mike. Can you pull the curtain back?
No, here's the problem.
I don't like how this. It's either a, yeah, okay, I'll do that, or a, here's why I can't. But now it's just okay. So
They're
here's
not
the problem.
here right now.
Where'd you put them?
Not where I put them. It's where they ended up on their own fruition. So I have a sump pump, and they got into it. So they're kind of like shit covered.
Like mischievous children, they got
Yes.
into it.
Yeah.
Your sump pump has shit in it?
Does yours not?
It shouldn't.
Well, Diluti, housekeeping. We have a lot of patrons today. I have to call a plumber. We have a lot of patrons that I want to shout out by. A lot of me
I was
too.
gonna say, Jesus Christ, bro.
I can't wait for the plumber to look in your sump pump and just see a
Who's been
congealed
shitting?
mass of human flesh.
Mike's like,
kill me.
Mike's
Why
like,
is-
I'm not supposed to shit in the yard, and like have
but
it just filtered out.
But I do.
Mike's like, Mike, your lawn mowing game has to change, bro.
Yeah, well, I've been avoiding the giant puddle. So we got two patrons that I want to shout out here. We have Zayat. What a name.
Say
Fun
that
name.
again.
Zayat.
Say it again.
Zayat.
One more time.
Zayat.
That's enough.
Okay.
Backwards.
Backwards.
And Chris Fency, parentheses, Cuney?
I'm not looking at the word. I don't know why you're looking at me for help.
Neither am I.
Well, thank you two. That's really wonderful. You're beautiful people, and we're really happy that you could be a part of the Patreon.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. If you want to give your support to the Patreon, go to patreon.com/DilutiPod. You could do something or nothing.
Once again, giving you all the options.
I love those options because they're simple
Yes.
and easy to remember.
You know what else is simple and easy to remember? Your guys' names. I remember Doug. I remember Matt /Moot/Moat
Move you.
Muthu
Mout.
and Jason. I also remember our new friend Alex.
We just keep getting into these
We have
Alexes.
so many friends named
I
Alex.
know.
I really thought we were gonna say Janine.
No, our new friend Alex.
Blue
Wow.
class that one.
Our friend hails all the way from Tennessee.
He does. I do want to say
cheers
okay,
to that.
Cheers to Tennessee, I guess. But before we steamroll into this topic, I did want to take a minute just to cheers you fuckers, because it's been a fucking minute before since I was actually able to drink and record.
Moot,
So,
do you have a drink?
Yeah, I got Evan Williams bottles and bond.
Nice. All right, are you ready for this, boys? What
For
are
sure.
you drinking? What are you thinking? There's a bottle here and it's empty. Yeah.
Whew.
We're drinking.
Well, I just told you.
Bullet bourbon, because I had a lot left over.
Doug is. I am also drinking leftover Riot Fest alcohol, and I am drinking a large bottle of Absolute vodka, which I don't like.
What do you got, Moot? Oh yeah, you just
He
said
just-
Evan Williams.
Bottles and bond.
Mike is bamboozled.
Mike doesn't know how to record with three people in his
The only thing he remembers is our names.
It's
Because we got him that speak and spell.
It's been hard lately. I've been just like in the basement alone. I just go for like my chair. I'd run over to Jason's chair, like, haha, yeah, Mike, and I run over to Doug's chair and be like, Michael, you're so funny. And then I come back to mine and be like, oh, you guys. And now it's different. The vibe is all off. Anyway,
Is that why the camera's like half dead?
yes.
Can't wait to see that.
He's been
fucking
recording
footage.
episodes without us, apparently.
Here's to you, here's to me. If we ever disagree, then fuck you. Here's to me. Clinky, when you hear the clinky, drinky. Woo! Wait, I gotta clink it. There it is.
It's been a while since we've given the people throat noises like that.
No.
Oh,
real
God.
quick.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Here's a topic.
happening
Never
right
mind.
now?
I forgot to word. I just want to give a quick, like super nice thank you to a patron.
Oh, one of our new patrons.
Patron.
Yes. So we had a
It's Zayaya.
it's Zayaya.
Yeah.
This dude gave us 100 bones.
Yeah, I was talking to
was
him.
that-
Yeah,
Is
we
that-
have a lot of you patrons that are giving us a fuckload of money. You guys are amazing. A couple Michaels I think are doing it. You
guys are absolutely incredible. And I saw that.
I thought that was accident.
I also did as well, and I reached out to him and said, "Holy shit, thank you!" And he said, "Like, I'm not sure how this works. Like, did you guys get this and that and blah blah?" Blah. I was like, "Yeah, but like, that was a typo or something." He goes, "No, you guys get me through my fucking workday. I normally hate my job, but now I hate it a little bit less, or something to that effect." And I that just made me feel so fucking good because knowing how I feel at work. If I knew there was something out there that I could do to make my workday better, I would absolutely pay money for it. So thank you so much for going above and beyond.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We get that stuff a lot.
Super sweet.
Yeah, we get that stuff a lot, especially on Twitter. We've been getting it a lot on Twitter lately. And, the love is seen, the love is heard, and we love you too. Lots and lots. Thank you, everybody, for listening and spreading the love. You guys rule.
Yeah, Zay, damn. You got huge PP energy for that one.
If you want huge PP energy, give $100 to patreon.com/deludedpod.
We will bless you with the huge PP.
It'll be under the large penis tier.
It's like
It comes with nothing else that the other tiers have.
Yeah.
It's just large PP energy.
I shoot
And I
you
did
with.
assume your gender, so there's that.
Yeah, way to go, Doug.
Huge vag energy, otherwise.
big genitalia energy. We just send you a card that says has big genitalia, and that's all you get.
Signed Dr. Pitt.
Anyway,
Signed Dr. Fisty. Yes, thank you.
let's talk back to our friend Alex from Tennessee.
Oh yeah, that is the topic we're
Oh,
doing.
there's a
isn't it?
topic.
Yeah, we have a topic.
Yeah, so Alex, Tennessee. What do those two things have in
Not bad.
common?
The E.
Well,
True.
There's an Alex who lives in Tennessee or lived in Tennessee. I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll probably not find out later.
Mike, someone's shitting in your sump pump right now.
Shitting in your sump pump.
I don't know if y'all can hear that through our microphones or not, but Mike,
started freaking
someone
out.
is outside pooping in your sump pump.
They're having some bad
I
liquid
guess he
shits.
never said it was his shit.
Yeah, it's true. I never said it was mine.
You have a serial shitter in your neighborhood?
Wait, do they shit cereal? Because you can make profit out of that.
Yeah,
It's the leprechaun.
we'd have
from,
to
Lucky
capture them,
Charms.
right? Like, we'd have to enslave them to shit.
Yeah.
Can that be our Halloween special? We try to catch the cereal shitting leprechaun in Mike's neighborhood.
I think it has to be now. I don't think we have a choice.
New lore for everyone.
There's another
Move over, Orthon.
Player 2 has entered the game.
We have a poopy leprechaun.
Serial shitting leprechaun.
Shitting in your sump pump.
Okay,
Alex,
Alex from
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Alex from Tennessee.
Anyhow.
It wasn't me this time.
4chan. In 2013, there was a 4chan. There's still a 4chan, and there will always be a 4chan, probably.
Wait, I
don't
thought
know.
4chan
It's
went
toxic
down.
enough to no, it's toxic enough to survive forever. Specifically, on April 24th of 2013, there was a post made on B, and for the uninitiated, I'm envious of you.
Please
But,
go into detail about this.
Yeah.
Ooh, /B.
B is the random board on 4chan where people can just post whatever. I don't recommend it unless that's your thing.
Yeah, I
Fuck
would
it, whatever.
recommend staying as far away from 4chan as you can. You're not going to find anything there but racial slurs and anti-Semitism.
Oh,
Which is funny because
It is
it's not a
funny,
racial
you're right,
slur,
Moot.
but the first post. Mike, tell us more about whether you bring Hitler back for a date or not.
At least mine had monetization.
yeesh.
Like, I'm fucking crying.
So shit.
Ooh, okay.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
I'm broken.
So The reason racism is funny is because the first post of this story starts off with a slur. It's not a racial slur. It's a slur against. It's a homophobic slur, but that's secondary to the main message of the first.
I'm glad you went with that option.
You know, if you keep digging this hole deep enough, you might reach my sub pump.
Should we just cancel this one?
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
Fuck. Anyhow,
all right. Here,
this particular
Matt,
story.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take a nice deep breath. We're all just gonna take a breath and forget about Mike's racism and his sump pump.
Why would you say that? Why would you say those words?
Hey,
Okay.
I can tell you why.
But he's not going to.
I won't, though.
Okay, this story starts off with a post from an anonymous user, as they all are on 4chan, that has a screenshot of a Google Maps location. And it's actually in Elizabethton, Tennessee, which is a little bit south of Bristol, if you know where that is. It's a little bit north of where I went to college. And it includes the coordinates to what looks like a fairly decrepit group of buildings. And
Nothing sinister so far.
yeah, the text that accompanies the image says, "By this rubble, your prize awaits." And then it instructs people to go to the location, park nearby, and then walk to the point. And then it says, "Your prize is under plastic." And there's not much more information other than this. And a couple people initially respond to the thread. One of the posts says, "And before dead body," which maybe. And then somebody
Building, middle
says,
of nowhere. I mean, probably.
And then somebody says, "I swear to God, if it's a dragon dildo," which is definitely important.
Do we all know what a dragon dildo is?
We've all been to
it's pretty much what it
baddragon.com.
sounds like,
If you've
right?
never been to baddragon.com,
Not a
you're missing
sponsor.
out.
I wish.
Yeah, I wish it was.
And then after a couple more posts like that, like literally only a few minutes later, OP shows up again and they seem impatient and they say, "So no one's going to claim the prize?" And then someone suggests that somebody just calls the cops and asks them to go there and see what happens. So they're sacrificing the cops instead of themselves.
I love how
Which,
it's like,
I mean,
it could be a
that's
bomb,
apolin.
a body, or a dragon dildo. Had to throw that back in.
There's only two.
those three. That's the only three options here.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to convince other people to go for you, I mean, what
Dildo.
treasure? Fuck that. Dildo? Yeah. Dragon dildos, especially. And then OP comes back and he taunts the commenters a couple more times. And then things escalate a little bit when he posts a picture of what appears to be a decaying hand laying in some grass. And like at first glance, it kind of looks like a human hand, and because it looks like it has an opposable thumb, but I think it's like a raccoon hand or something like that.
Yeah, it definitely seems animalistic.
Yeah, whatever it is has been there for a while, but it looks pretty legit.
Yeah, I don't think it's human because of how
I'm pretty sure it's not.
the fingers just don't look like they look kind of human-y, but they don't look like they bend right.
Yeah,
You
it'd
know what
have
I
to be
mean?
a fucked up human.
Yeah,
Could also just be fucked up.
it could also just be fucked up.
It could be. And then he waits a little bit longer after that, and then follows up with, "I'm angry that you are not here," and posts more pictures of what appears to be a heavily decomposed organism of some sort. And then the post after that says, "My friend moves. My friend is not the prize." But that's not the creepiest part. It gets even creepier after that when the OP posts a picture of a plastic bag inside what looks to be the basement of some building with large ductwork.
It looks like my
And-
basement.
No.
No.
Not quite.
Way worse than your basement.
It could be a body bag that holds the precursor to whatever flesh monster fell into your sump pump. So
Ooh.
could be.
Did you ever think of that, Mike?
Solved it right there.
We can only hope.
Well,
But
more
it-
on theories later, for sure. That will definitely be one of them.
Yeah. It's a large plastic bag. Looks like there's something large inside of it. It doesn't quite look like a body bag, but I think that's what's implied. And then the OP claims that this is the plastic prize, and he doesn't elaborate on what's inside. Then
We don't want to.
this person claims to have had his friend for a long time, and that he needs people to come.
So do I, man.
That might be what the dragon dildo is for.
There it is.
There's two more pictures after that. One of them is just a very dark image of, I don't know. It's just poor quality digital image of darkness. And then there's a handwritten note that says, "Please come." Again. And the date, April 24th, 2013. And then apparently nobody shows up after this. And so OP comes back. And they say that they are singing tonight. No idea what the fuck that means. And then "Please come" again, as they post what is supposedly their last contribution to this thread, which is another picture of a large plastic bag and this person's hand holding a flashlight and the previously mentioned note. And then there's not a lot of activity until a few days later when somebody does come.
Yeah.
It
Mike,
was
do you want to talk
me.
about the comer?
The comer.
The old comer.
Yeah, it starts off almost immediately. No, not
Just
immediately. I
come
think
everywhere.
I think 5 days later. I think it's
So I'm so sorry to cut you off right
No,
as you
no,
start
are you?
talking.
No, you're
I'm
not.
not at all. But I actually had just one quick question for Matt. So it seems like this original post was mainly just one guy trying to build like hype over a quote unquote prize, and there wasn't a lot of biters. Is it? It's that,
Yeah, that appears to be what it is. Like, the TLDR of this situation is some creepy person goes on 4chan, they post a bunch of pictures of some cryptic and creepy looking shit, and then they're just like, "Come to this place, look at these things."
I'm impatient.
And then I guess what you get out of this is maybe a body in a bag.
I mean, that is
That's your thing.
kind of cool.
I mean, I would be intrigued.
I can safely say I've never won a body in a bag before, so it's a unique prize to say the least.
That's true. That's
New
true.
Patreon stretch goal.
Yeah. Win a prize.
Get
I
your
believe-
dead body here.
We'll steal a cadaver from the morgue at work.
There you go.
Dog, $1.
$5 for a hot dog.
Get your hot dog.
God.
Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher.
Scratcha. I believe it's 5 days later. I want to say on the 29th, we get an upload, whatever you want to call it, post from a boy named Alex. And
Almost
it
like he might
states-
be the subject of our topic today.
Kind of. And he states, quote, "Alex from Tennessee here." Oh, wait.
Is that how you?
I'm gonna go.
Is that what you're
Actually,
picturing?
you know what? I'm going to go like Snake on this one.
Alex from Tennessee is in fact an anime character.
Yeah, I'm going to go fucking solid Snake on this one. Alex from Tennessee here. I'm at location of creepy guy. Came early. Some images seem to have changed. Some images seem to have changed orientation upon uploading.
I'm a robot now.
But he posts.
Read that verbatim.
But he posts that he has arrived on the scene, and he mentions how he's kind of like, I don't know, just kind of dicking around at this site to begin with. He's exploring around the area, and it's just a bunch of like dark rooms that he can't really see too much going on. He finds this one room in particular that I think is kind of the weirdest one because I can't really honestly tell what's going on in that. There's an Imgur link that you can go to find like all of the posts. By the way, it's a little out of order. It starts with the him finding a basement, but that's not actually where the posts start. The posts start with him going into this weird dark room with like these pipes across the ceiling with like it looks like police tape kind of being strewn against it. And there's something on the.
I just have to say this: the first picture of the stairs like leading down, I want to assume it is into this place, like. These are the kind of stairs that like haunt my dreams.
Yeah,
like,
I guess I should mention that. Yeah,
movie ever,
as they should.
I guess it makes sense just to mention the stairs. Yeah, it's those every like horror like downstairs. You can't see the bottom. It's just pitch black. It's terrifying.
They're made of concrete. There's tentacles and
hands. But he mentions how he goes down these stairs. He finds this room where it's like just a fucking cellar basically, and there's like. I don't know how to explain it. He says, quote, dark as fuck, looks like he was growing something. And on the floor, to me, it looks like it's a squished, like, suitcase. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know if I'm right or not.
It looks like a Pyrex dish with something inside of it.
Oh, you're right. You're totally right.
The scale of these pictures is really difficult.
I always thought that was
I have something about the scale of the pictures for way later, actually.
Same.
Now that you say it, though, I think I see, like, a shoe as well. But I always thought that was no. Anyway,
it looks like a crock.
But he uploads more. He uploads more pictures of like creepy, like just random like shit in jars in this like square like container.
I think it's an ashtray.
It looks like an ashtray. Yeah,
maybe?
It looks like a fucking like a Mad Catz ashtray.
Holy shit! That fucking reference.
Someone go on. What is that site that makes the AI art and make a Mad Catz? No, it's like Dolly.
It's like like Tiny Dolly.
And do Mad Catz ashtray and see what you get. Or Fisher Price ashtray. But he
First
also
person
posts.
to send us that gets banned.
He also sends a picture and he quotes inside of door, haven't found friend, think I beat him here. And it's just like a wooden shitty barn door looking thing. And then he uploads another picture where he says, quote, found some plastic. Wait, I gotta go back to Snake.
Can you throw in Vegeta for this one?
I found some plastic.
He can just turn that shit on.
I know, it's fucking wild.
Insane.
You have a career in voice acting, bro.
I wish. But it is just me and Chris, because Chris can just do a King Kai like no other. He didn't even mean to, and he was doing it the entire fucking episode.
It sounds like you were just fucking putting together a voice acting team for us.
I'm gathering a team.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
Team.
We're gonna be.
We have need.
Yeah. And then he
to Ludia Bridge.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
The copyright strikes. I can already see him coming.
Yes.
He posts another image, and it's just like a couple of pieces of plastic with a sticker that just says bundle, and he's like, bundle? What? Under plastic.
I can save so much money.
I do bundle my car insurance.
Bundle now and get a free $100 gift card.
Holy shit. I didn't even realize the transition between Mike and Doug. And so when I saw Doug speaking, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Doug
Why are you Vegeta now?
It's just that Spider-Man meme of the three of us pointing at each other.
Except definitely not me.
Yeah, he's Jamaican over there.
I just do a Jamaican accent for Vegeta. It's fine.
He does a Jamaican accent for Vegeta. He's like, "Oh, it's me, Vegeta, mate."
Yeah,
or nor.
That's the furthest thing from a Jamaican accent.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm awful at fucking accents.
Cheers, Doug. Cheers.
So he posts more pictures of like just like the cellar area that he's in, and he quotes. I'm gonna go back to Snake because Vegeta's hurting my throat. This place is huge. Carved from dirt, looks like. No floor or walls.
You literally just sound like the impersonation of Solid Snake in DBZ Abridged.
Otacon, I got a snake in my ass.
Nothing.
And then the next image that gets uploaded is just a bunch of like scrap, like junk and metal. And he says, stolen scrap. Can't see and pick, but little vines growing around it. Heard a car, but popped back up and saw nothing.
1000% can see vines in pick.
You can see some vinage. There is a little bit of vinage.
There's a little bit of vinage.
Little, like a smidgel of vinage.
I'm realizing we need to hook up a computer to the TV so I can see what the fuck you guys are talking
Here,
about.
I'll show you.
No, I got
No,
you.
no, you're fine,
You-
you're fine.
You can hook it up into me, bro.
I always try.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
he then posts again, and it's just a bunch of wires and shit. He says, "Why all the wiring in a dirt basement? Heard a rustling. Could be a worker or a cop or someone from the B board. Yeah, I'm not going to say what he actually says, but someone from the B board or a creep standing around." He then uploads another picture saying, "I found a bag. I'm actually scared." And it is like that body bag image that we see before.
That's a fun sentence out of context. I hope that doesn't show up on everything. But
And then he posts an image of the inside of the bag. He says, "Peeking inside seems to be some mummified pelvis and folded paper plate." And wouldn't you know it, it is a mummified pelvis and a folded paper plate. Doug will show you there. Piss off. So then we're just going to keep going. He opens up that bag and he sees the paper plate, and the paper plate is folded in half and it's clamped together, and it's got written in pen on it, and it says "Open Prize." And the next word, it looks like it says hid eyes. Like it's one word, HIDEYES. It's one word, so it could be hide eyes.
hide yes.
Hide yes. Hitties. Hitties.
Grab
It's-
onto these hitties.
Yeah, hard to say what it means. But then he finds also in the bag a hard drive, and he says hard drive inside, pocketed, opening rest of bag.
And we clearly find out what's on that, right?
So after this, he actually
Okay.
he moves the bag, and he found out that the bag was actually covering a giant hole. There's nothing really in the hole, but there looks like there's some, like, maybe a couple extra pieces of plastic and shit in there. And then he opens up the plate, and the plate reads, "Plates a date, a very important mate. You shouldn't have come here. I lied."
Well, that's fucking creepy.
He straight up that gif of the Muppet going, "I lied."
It was at this moment Alex realized he fucked up.
Yeah. He also kept. I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Danger.
He keeps opening up the bag, and he finds like a rolled up like piece of like soundproofing foam.
Yeah. Yep.
and
That's
he's-
exactly what that
Yep.
is.
And he says, I'll go Vegeta on this one. It's worth it.
Yep.
Okay, shit. Opening bag, and it fucking moved. I almost shat bag contained tortured possum, bound up in string. Bag inside bag inside bag. When I got all the bags apart, the fucker darted across dirt prison. Possum was jammed in this foam in a plastic Walmart bag. So
It's okay.
I think Vegeta's taking a couple too many hits to the
I almost shat bag.
So reading this for the first time, I was like, I get the gist. But you reading that as Vegeta made me realize how wildly unhinged that string of words is.
I've read this like 3 times, and until you just read it, same,
Bag
Jason.
inside bag
same.
inside bag.
inside bag.
TLDR found a tortured possum inside rolled
What
up
the
piece of foam. So he keeps exploring this fucking place because after finding a tortured possum in a bag, honestly, you're commit. You're there. You're there.
You have committed.
Yeah, you gotta see it through.
Now you fucked
Yeah,
up.
you gotta see it through. So he like looks in this area like above his head. I'm assuming like kind of in the rafters of like the ceiling above him, and he finds these old like a fuck bunch of like old pill bottles, and he finds like Valium and other old pills. He says some of the bottles look older than me. Sorry if people are asking things. I haven't read the thread because he's basically live tweeting this to 4chan. Everything he finds, he takes a picture, send, takes a picture, send. So this is
I think
constantly
actually pay
happening.
attention to that detail.
Yes.
That may
Yes,
be
yes,
relevant to the theories
Doug
later.
and I just shared a look.
Yeah, we were
Thank
like,
you, Matt.
Yes, we all watched the Nexpo video.
Oh, I did not.
I didn't realize
Oh.
Nexpo had a video on this.
He sure did. It came out about 3 years ago.
Damn. All right. Well,
Why the fuck
I
is
tried
anyone
to-
here
I-
listen to this?
I tried to do.
We were all
this-
trying to jerk each other off, Mike, and you were just like, yeah.
This is one of the times where I didn't use Nexpo.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no.
did. Use and abuse the Nexpo.
I used my learned skills as a very amateur and shitty internet investigator.
Not me. So he also finds this like
Fair.
he also finds this like I don't even know what to call
It's a
it.
mailbox.
It's like
It's
no
a box of mail.
the wrapped up thing. It's like wrapped up. I don't even know how to explain what that is.
That looks like the coverings we
it
used
looks
to
like
put
the
on
Michelin Man.
It looks like the coverings we used to put on those fucking special orders of foam.
Yeah,
From
it does.
fucking Menards.
Yeah, it's like a cylinder.
I thought it was a water heater wrapped in plastic.
That is kind of what it looks like. It's like a large tube wrapped in
Yeah.
plastic and duct tape. I
So-
don't know what it's supposed to be.
Matt,
though.
what's your theory? What is this to you?
What is this thing?
To you.
It it looks like, I don't know. It kind of looks like a shitty makeshift basketball hoop or something. and
Yeah.
like, the
Yeah.
padding is
Yeah.
wrapped around
Yeah.
it,
Like
so
somebody-
that you don't hurt yourself when you slam it.
Like
That is
someone's
what it is.
obsessed with running into the pole, and this is like the fucking deterrent device.
Jason
Yeah,
knows a
that
lot
is-
about running into poles.
You're not fucking wrong, but
After uploading this one, he posts again and he says, I hear someone outside driving really slow over the gravel. I think it's time for my date. I'm going to see if there's a second door. Dark as shit. Phone flashlight is shit. What the fuck is this? And it is a picture of inside of a mailbox. And inside of that mailbox, he says, more dead animal bits inside.
I don't care for the sexiness that you're protruding right now.
I understand how you guys feel when I unintentionally go
I
way too
should-
sexy on horrifying details. I'm so sorry.
I should read
These weren't the animal bits I was promised.
next time I read more like erotica, I should do it in the sexy snake voice.
When was the last time you read erotica, Mike? Nope, last week.
Yep.
Literally
Last
last
week.
week.
That's right. God damn.
Mike,
COVID
can you do
had
the
me
next
fucked
one
up.
in a Kermit voice? I
I
want to
can't
hear
do
yours.
Kermit. All right, hang on. I could try. Give me some water.
Where's the olive oil?
Oh shit! I
Forgot that. Okay, so
The throat loop.
he takes another picture, and it's just like this blurry nonsense, and I believe it's a crawl space, according to the next quote, where he says, "Okay, now I can't do it."
No, you can't.
You gotta really abuse your throat on that
Hi
one.
ho, hi ho, hi ho. Okay,
Wait. Yeah, no. 2 more times.
hi ho, hi ho.
You have to do the throat and the nose, though. You gotta like
Hi-ho.
kind of be a little nasally about it.
Kermie
Yeah,
here.
There we are. There we are. We're here.
Frog
Nailed
here.
it.
Okay, no other doors, but a crawl space and a window thing. Gonna exit that way. I hear the fucker. And yeah, so he finds this crawl space, and then he goes to this window thing. His window thing isn't a window. It's some other vent shit. Turning around and leaving through shitwood door. Jesus. And then I gotta do Miss Piggy. Hang on. No, Kermie, window thing isn't a window. It's just another vent shit. Come turning around and leaving through shitwood door. Jesus. But it is just, it kind of looks like a
I just want to
wall.
tell everyone I'm so happy that you have all stuck
It kinda-
around
yeah, it's-
through the shitty parts and the shitty episodes for the good ones. Like this.
So it's not a vent. It looks kind of like it's a heater, like a he says it's like it's not a window. It's some vent, but it definitely just looks like a
it's
heater or something.
Really super old, like AC.
Yeah, it looks like just
Heater
like
combo vents.
Yeah.
like a room unit one
Yeah.
that like there's
Yeah.
no central AC kind of deal.
Just
Now-
old as
But there's like a
fuck.
black box bolted around it.
Here's the fun part.
Can't
you
let
can't
the
pour milk in there.
the AC
can't.
demons out. Obviously.
No, we want to.
the
gotta
leprechaun can't
emphasize-
shit cereal. Indeed.
Everyone just brushed past what Jason said. Just
So
like,
happy.
It's so you can't pour milk in there.
I was actually pretty stoked the fact that you were the only one that caught that, but
I didn't hear it the
Let's
first
keep
time.
moving.
So.
Here's the fun part. that is the last of the live uploads from Alex.
So that's the last thing we hear from him.
Yes.
Never again.
Never again.
Not once?
Not twice. Not 3 times a lady.
Yeah, that's the last we actually hear from Alex himself. Now, as the internet, what is happening? Oh, I love all of this. So as the internet does, people tend to investigate and research and make sure they can put closure and fact and just some sort of semblance to whatever story they hear online. And this is definitely no fucking exception. So the internet does as the internet does. And
It do how it do.
they went on a fucking research spree. This for a while, not for very long, but for a while, this post got a lot of attention on Reddit, a lot of attention on 4chan, with people just trying to figure out what the fuck is actually happening here. As it turns out, a couple more people did go investigate, and I have all the pictures here. First off, they fucking went at night. Okay.
Yeah, horrible idea.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
They took a bunch of pictures. There's like some brick walls knocked over, some concrete walls knocked over, garbage everywhere. And then you see the actual like pictures of the structures. You see some pictures that are very reminiscent of the pictures sent to us by OP and Alex. It's just a lot of fucking random ass garbage photos. You see, there's a picture of 2 of them kind of just hanging out in a stairwell, looking up stoically, I guess. There's another picture of what looks like part of an animal stuck in a bunch of grates inside the warehouse, I think. A bunch of hallways, but really there's literally no... I couldn't tell a single one of these photos from another. They're all the fucking same. And it's all just of this dilapidated ass building. And that's one of the follow-up picture like albums that somebody posted to Imgur and then linked to Reddit. The neighbor to this actual place says, you know what, I've heard a bunch of weird stuff about this place. You know what, I'll go investigate. So they do. And it's so fucking anticlimactic. Thank you. It's so goddamn anticlimactic.
Is this the exact image
That's
you're talking
the
about?
exact image that I'm looking for.
Cool.
Literally, it's someone saying how, like, questioning OP's validity, them being very vague and not answering it at all, and then someone linking a thread, and then somebody agreeing to go there as long as somebody shows up with them. They go there, and here's what they say. They go, we didn't find anything there besides a lot of twisted up metal, concrete, rubble, and a few pieces of machinery. We looked around for 45 minutes or so, and then we went and checked out this old factory beside the place. And yeah,
There's actually a whole picture thread too.
Fucking helpful.
I don't have the picture thread. Apparently, me and Jason just did the exact same research this weekend
no,
on accident. But there's a whole picture thread of them searching it, and it's
just a bunch of that's what I just went over.
Yeah.
Is them just going over this fucking dilapidated ass building that is just abandoned and broken down and shitty. There's no evidence of any of this shit. But I mean, like,
Well, to me though, like the pictures from the original post they're definitely in a basement.
oh, for fucking sure.
well, that's one of the
So-
things, and we should probably talk about this at the end. But yeah, correct.
Absolutely.
You are right.
You are
Matt.
100% correct. It is located beneath the surface of the earth. And that's actually a pretty important detail that I will say I glossed over simply because the pictures and information given to me on these one-off forums or like these cross posts on Reddit, everyone most people agree on one thing. I will say there was a post in r/RBI, which is the Reddit Bureau of Investigation. We use that very frequently to look.
We did it, Reddit.
Yes, they actually give us most of our content, if I'm being honest. So if you guys want to pay anybody, don't pay us, pay them. But by the user, Team Braniel, And
Braniel.
he's got a pretty extensive post that goes into the investigation behind some of the original posts, like dimensions, etc. And here's what he says. He goes, okay, I loaded some of the Imgur files and tried to figure out a few things. First off, all the images loaded to Imgur had the XIF data stripped. So all I had to work with is the actual dimensions of the image and the aspect ratios of the images. There's evidence of two main cameras, one shooting at 3264 by 2448, which is camera A, and another at 1152 by 2048, which is camera B. After looking over many of them, I think that camera A is an iPhone 4S, which shoots at that aspect ratio. Cool, Doug. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
What
So
did you say?
basically, the rest of this is him
I literally, me and Jason literally took the same notes without meaning
without
to.
meaning to, apparently. So, do you want to go ahead and sum up what that means?
Well, basically,
So that's camera A and B. That's their different dimensions.
yeah,
more or
that's
less.
really all. At this point, that's all I want to say about it.
That's fair, I guess. So basically what this user on Reddit came to the conclusion of is that this could be like a real thing just simply because the photo dimensions are very different between the two different posts, the Alex post and the original post. But then you get to somebody under the same RBA, actually same comment thread, by the user derpher.
Derper.
And I apologize if this just deadens the fucking veracity of this at all, but here we go. Here's what he says. You do realize this is all a hoax, and Alex was OP.
What?
He screwed up at least once when the photo was taken, uploaded to 4chan, and a long sentence typed in 15 seconds, which is just not fucking possible. The whole sequence of
Especially
photos,
not on an iPhone 4S.
right, let alone a regular ass keyboard.
Boys,
Neither
we
of those make
haven't even
sense.
done real or fake.
Oh yeah, no, that I wish I could say that there was not any more after what I'm saying right now, but there's a whole fuck
This is
ton more.
4chan that we're
Yes.
talking about.
We're talking
They
about
just
4chan.
they're gonna shit all over the topic.
Yeah.
This isn't Reddit where they're like, trying to be nice about it.
Sugarcoating,
4chan's just here to shit in your mouth and then kick you in the balls and walk away.
be happy about it.
This is what you get, Mike.
So he says the whole-
Shit in your sump pump and get a kick to the dick.
The whole sequence of photos was pre-done and named and uploaded along with copy pasta, or they typed up the copy pasta. It's impossible to type that one long sentence in 15 seconds and have that large of a photo uploaded to 4chan in that space of time. Someone was sitting there with a bunch of photos with file names all conveniently over 1 minute apart, sometimes 3 or more, and conveniently uploaded with an interesting narrative that kept building suspense. Not once was it 5 photo. This makes no sense, but I'm going to read it verbatim. Not once was it 5 photos the guy took and uploaded them all to 4chan.
I think what he means is like he didn't take 5 pictures at a time and then upload all of them at the
Right.
same time.
He took one and sat.
Waited.
and two-
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. He literally supposedly sat there and took a picture of half a plate. Waited 60 seconds. Took another picture of that plate unfolded. Waited 2 minutes. Took a close-up of the plate so you can read it, and then waited 60 seconds, etc. Many users mentioned the location looks like an old factory. Some Redditors actually... So, okay. I know what I just said basically debases the entire fucking story. And I thought this is where this story kind of ended. And I was so very fucking happy when this is not where it ended. So a lot of users mentioned that this location looks like an old broken down, beat down factory. Some of these Redditors actually managed to figure out what factory this was.
They sure did. And this is actually mainly why I took the topic that I took, because I was like, ooh, spooky.
We worked in a factory.
Thank you, Matt.
We worked in a factory.
We did. Not this one.
No.
The old coal mine.
Yeah.
The old coal mine factory.
Yeah, I got the black lung and just...
Oh my god!
Oh, sorry.
I just laughed and choked at the same time.
You got the black lung now.
Oh,
Pops, I got the black lung.
That's not how that sounds, but
I got the black lung, Pop. Anyways, so yeah, it's at this place. So the original coordinates from this post lead you. God damn it! Now I'm fucking up. It leads you to a place called the Bimberg Rayon Factory. Now, this place,
We have a rayon in this basement.
I need to leave.
the look Doug just gave me was like, help, help, help.
So this factory was around in the early 1920s in Elizabethton, and the fucking name is just like Elizabethton.
Elizabethan.
Anyways,
Elizabeth Kahn.
you can't see what I'm doing in person, so it doesn't make it as great.
He's giving
but
it the Italian hands.
Elizabethton. But yeah, so
Because I'm getting Trump vibes.
See, that's why I'm happy I said that.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, it sounded very Trump-esque. But
I didn't even mean to. Apparently, my Italian.
Greatest rayon factory in rural Tennessee.
It's a rayon.
It's where I get all my underwear.
It's facts about rayon. Anyways, so this place was like a booming factory. It employed a shit ton of people back in the day, and like I said, this was the early 1920s.
Not just a shit ton, an Elizabeth ton.
It was Elizabeth. Damn it, moot, moot, Matt, mort. Can I continue?
Are we done booing Matt?
Nah, I'm on the
He's on that tip.
Tom Cruise fucking fish thing.
Oh my god.
I thought about that almost all week. I want you guys to know that.
Oh, I didn't think about it until just now. Now I'm sad again. Okay, so this factory, before even this fucking Reddit 4chan post, had a really violent history, like way
Rayon.
fighter of the everybody dies.
I'm sorry.
Fighter of the
I'm gonna let you
the
finish.
soil in Illinois, because Illinois is in just
Chock full of rayon.
chock full of rayon. Actually,
It's actually made of rayon.
I can go pretty deep and detailed into Illinois having a rayon issue if you guys would be okay with that.
I would prefer you
You're
didn't.
thinking of rayon.
So rayon is quite the problem here in Illinois.
The cousin of
we
Ray
have
off.
our soil for some reason is just chock full of rayon.
Should I not be
To
eating
the point where
soil?
most basements should have some sort of rayon detector in them. That way you know that you're not going to get rayon poisoning.
Is yours?
In fact, rayon
No,
poisoning
it's fucking radon, you dickhead.
What?
It's radon.
Yes.
Like the Pokemon
Oh.
Rhydon?
Radon is a gas, which is radioactive as shit. Rayon is a synthetic fiber used
Oh
to make
my
a lot
God.
of cheap clothing.
So
This whole
just
time. This whole time I was thinking of radon.
so
They're just
for reference,
this factory just specializes in
we're
making
really close
radioactive
to Fermi
materials.
Lab. We're also
Doug, you're taking a pause. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
so like I said, this factory already had a really violent history before Alex from Tennessee happened to it. Back in the day, some really like extremely violent strikes resulted in like a bunch of deaths of some women that worked at the factory. And then another weird thing that happened there was this homeless woman ended up falling to her death out of a window from the top story of the building. Now, keep in mind, this building is actually like a bunch of buildings that was like spread out across like quite a few acres of land. Like it wasn't just like one building.
This was like several buildings. And so when we're talking about this, I think one of them was taken down to like build something else, but the other two structures are mostly intact.
So yeah, there's two structures that are like the main factory, and then like a bunch of like, I want to call them like containers or something. I'm not quite sure. And you'll understand why in a minute when I go over a couple other things. But shut your fucking mouth, bro.
It's that rayon allergy.
Yeah, you got the rayon. Rayon detector isn't working, bro.
Oh man.
Anyways, so just to go into a little history of this place, like I said, violent strikes, people died, homeless woman fell to her death. Oops. So there, there's been this is like kind of off topic, but not really because like spooky, scary story. There's a ton of ghost sightings at this place.
Dude,
like
if I'm being 100% honest, so the story to me before reading about this was the whole Alex from Tennessee thing.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I saw this, I'm like, nope, this is the story.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like this is like personally to me is kind of more interesting, but like that's only because I like ghost stories. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
But like, so there's a lot of reported ghost sightings here of this falling woman, this falling homeless woman. But like as of recent times have like kind of stopped occurring as much
With the development of the modern day camera, etc.
Yeah. So like basically most of the reports you hear of this like ghost sighting here is someone will be like walking along the street and they'll see a woman fall out of this factory, and when they go to check it out, there's nobody there. And that's kind of the most of the story. I know that's not extremely exciting as is, but like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And I think what makes it even more crazy is that you can hardly even find what remains of this place when you search it on Google Maps.
Dude,
Like, it's either blurred out or you can't even like scroll up to it. Like the Google Maps cars like won't go near it. Like there are streets that are like surrounding it.
Yeah.
And if you look on Google Maps, you cannot see this place at all.
Nope.
Like it's fucking
One side's a Walmart.
Yes,
one side
and-
is a Walmart, but you can't get behind the Walmart. Like I was literally sitting on Google Maps, like clicking on like every point I could around this fucking place,
it won't let you.
trying to fucking find an image. All you can see is a smokestack.
Yep.
That's the only thing you can see.
And the only reason that this was actually put together as this being the building that was here is because somebody who lived like 45 minutes away identified part of one of the building, like the front of it, that had part of the sign attached to it.
Yeah.
It was just so fucking random.
It's really, really fucking weird. And when you're looking around at the area where it used to be, you can kind of see that like they have this like big fence now where it's just like all fenced off. And a lot of like foliage has grown, like where parts of the buildings used to be. And it makes it just like damn near impossible to see this place anymore. And
Well, I don't know how much of it is actually there anymore.
It's not a lot.
So depending on when Google Maps updated last, I can't really tell you. So basically, yeah, they built a Walmart. They took down most of the buildings where the Walmart is and behind that. But those 3 silos that you see in that first initial post, you can like apparently are still there as far as what Google Maps and like what I like the research I've done has shown. But you can literally not get into this place without like the mayor giving you permission to go in there. Like they have it so heavily policed for some reason,
Like the Aurora Hospital.
that it is like damn. Yes,
The fucking
old
abandoned
Rush
hospital.
Copley.
Yes, the old Rush Copley.
Which, why hasn't Zach Bagans gone there?
Because probably that
Because we're going there.
with
That'd be
Zach
cool.
Baggins.
With Zach Baggins.
Yeah, he's meeting us there.
I'm Zach Bagans.
Mike finally tweeted at him enough, and he was like, you know what?
Oh my God!
Mike
Don't
hasn't
even.
tweeted
I
at
wish.
him enough. But yeah, so you're like literally not allowed inside of what remains of the buildings, but you basically have to go to the city, and they'll let you inside of the fence, and you can do whatever you want as long as you're not inside the building. So like there's actually like really no way, and I don't know what it was like in 2013 when this all was taking place, but like there's really no way for you to get in there unless you fucking cut a fence down or like somehow like snuck your way in,
Yeah.
which I'm sure people can do for sure. But
And if you do it legally, the amount of red tape that you have to fucking walk through is it fucking insane.
so I actually found a couple random things. Some band got permission to go in and like take pictures and film a music video there, but they weren't allowed inside of anywhere. And I mean, it makes sense. Like all of these abandoned buildings are fucking
They're
dangerous.
They're dangerous as fuck. Yeah.
And from that post you were referencing earlier,
There was a partial collapse
yeah,
at one
exactly.
You want to hear
thing.
about
It's
a
just-
dangerous?
it's just fucking metal scraps everywhere. You know?
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
dude,
So-
the, the fucking the neighbors, either the neighbors or the that group of people that went, they both found just fucking collapsing walls. They found metal falling out of the ceilings. Like,
I wanna-
they found a bunch of dangerous shit.
I want to get this one out there real quick because we're talking about dangerous haunted places. There used to be this allegedly haunted house out on Grove Road. It burned down, but I went in there once, and someone set up like a rig on a fucking fishing net or fishing line. There is these. There was a stairway going up, and someone attached like a fishing line to like a baby doll, and they put it like right on the edge of the stairs where it could fall over. If it like fell over, the weight would bring down a fucking plank of wood with a knife taped to it.
I think I saw a post
the
about
fuck?
this.
And it was like that fucking. We went there, and it was like
Did
that
someone watch
fucking
The
close to hitting
Collector
me.
and was like, "Yep, this is
Pretty much.
This is who I need
it was
to
like
be."
that fucking close to hitting me. We went back like a month later, and the knife was gone, but the plank was still there, which is, I think, more terrifying.
Someone's like, this is mine now.
They can't
Yeah.
even check their work.
But yeah,
Shit didn't
I
get
I
anyone.
saw like the string. I'm like, oh, let's see what happened. I tugged it, and the plank just came down, but there's nothing on it. And I'm like, oh, someone's got a knife.
That's not okay.
Nope.
Yeah, that's wild.
Then
But
the house burned down. So
I will say like it would be kind of cool to go to this like
I'd
rayon
love
factory just to like check it out at this point.
when
But
we get
like
those lapel mics, we can
yeah, there
yeah,
we go.
exactly.
walk around.
But I think the biggest thing that has come from like my research into this factory is that there isn't an underground portion of it.
There's no downstairs.
There's no downstairs, which leads me into my next thought.
that we know of.
What are our thoughts? What are our theories and speculations? What are we thinking here?
Well, you see, SCP dash whatever the stairwell's number is. Fuck. Yeah, that's I guess I'll just talk about this. When I first read through this story, I'd never heard of it before. Matt actually brought this to our attention, and while digging, I found this fucking haunted ass building portion, and the sentence that says there is no downstairs is the most horrifying sentence I've ever fucking read. Because as you clearly see in all of the pictures, there are all pictures leading downstairs into a basement.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane.
It's like one of those like 2-sentence like horror stories.
Yes.
Like, come to my basement at these coordinates.
You're
There
dead.
are no coordinates.
Or a basement.
Oh wait, no. Yep, there's no basement. There's definitely coordinates, but the basement wasn't there. Ooh, spooky.
But no, like that's so fucking weird. There's like the blueprints have no basement. It just doesn't exist. And also that makes sense for a fucking warehouse. What warehouse do you know of that has a basement?
I don't know why they'd need one.
Well,
You shouldn't. There's no space up top.
to be fair,
especially not one like this. So the thing that makes me think this is not the basement of a warehouse is there's one picture in Mike's portion when he was going over Alex's photos. There's one picture of that crawl space
Yes.
that has pipes, like PVC pipes and stuff. And there's just no way that style of piping with like the wooden floor and what appears to be the underside of a sink or a toilet is gonna be underneath an industrial.
Plumbers
So
don't
hear me
even
out real
use
quick.
plumbers don't even use PC piping anymore.
the one pic that for me made me think these pictures aren't from where they say they are is all the wiring.
Ooh,
The one that
Yeah.
has all the fucking like
I mean,
fucking like
All the cables.
yeah, like why does a building from 1920
have updated wiring.
yeah.
Well, maybe Thomas Edison was around there.
Yep, sure. Yep. That
Are
makes
we
sense.
doing?
Yep,
Are we doing real or
nailed it.
fake?
Yeah, let's do real or fake.
Okay,
Matt, are you ready
on-
for this?
Can we do fake or real this time?
Sure.
Instead?
On go. Say if it's real or fake. If you think if you think Alex got murdered there and this thing is legit, or fake as in you don't think that.
So if you think
enough.
something, say this. If you don't think something, say that.
Okay, so
There's so many theories. I don't know what.
I know what's
So
real.
okay, real means this whole Alex, like he went there and got, it's like something happened.
He got.
You got.
That's the real.
Okay, so there really was an unsuspecting Alex who showed up to a location and got
Yes.
dead.
Yeah. The 4chan post as it is legit. That's what real is. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
On go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Fake.
Fake news,
as
everyone. This is
We're
fake
all on the
news.
same page.
That portion.
So
Fake.
I know why it's fake for 100% certainty.
Cool, do that. So, conclusions. My thoughts on this whole fucking thing. I personally think that Alex is just the original poster.
Yep.
Which is why he was getting so fucking frustrated that no one was biting, which is also why he created a fake Reddit account under the name of Alex, and which is also why we don't hear from that account ever fucking again after this story.
It makes sense for sure. I think I agree completely with you on
Man
this
was
one.
talking to a mirror.
That is my whole thing, and
The only thing that I like have questions about is the whole haunted, whatever you call it. I don't know what to call, like the whole. The building is supposedly haunted, right?
It's haunted, but I think the fact that I assume OP and Alex, if they're the same person, which is what I assume is, I think they did research into probably somewhere near them that they actually were. They posted trying to bait, nobody bit, and then he did all of this on his own. Like you said,
They baited too hard. He tried to bait so fucking hard.
it's fucking 4chan.
Yes,
No one's
it's-
gonna come get fucking raped or killed or whatever by some rando anonymous.
Because they said there's a
on
prize
4chan.
in the rubble of this fucking worn down ass factory.
When OP,
Okay, hold up. So you think that this person is nearby?
they might be. I don't even know.
Here's what my question is with this whole thing. And I also agree that it's fake somehow, but my questioning with the theory of this is just a random person's basement and they took some creepy pictures and then they tried to attribute it to this location is when they were initially posting things like, here's the coordinates of this place, come here, find this shit. And then when they started taunting people saying, is nobody coming? Like, how, if they're not anywhere nearby, how are they going to know nobody's shown up?
That's
Or if somebody does show up, how are they going to, like, let's say somebody shows up and investigates but doesn't immediately post something to the thread. What satisfaction do they get from that? Like,
Well,
exactly.
I
It's the
think-
fucking like the risk on return bullshit.
Well, I
Like,
think that's
it's
the
just-
biggest thing is we see OP being like nobody came, but then
I'm
we also
angry.
I'm angry, and then like it's literally within like I think it was like a day
something
that
like that. It was
Alex-
very quickly.
that
5
quote
days.
unquote Alex. Yeah,
5 days.
exactly. We also have threads of people being like, yeah, I went here, but obviously nobody went in those 5 days. But we have people being like, yeah, I went there. There's no
guys.
basement. There's no this. There's no that. It's a factory. There's metal. That's
Yeah.
all we found.
Yes, we have accounts of people being like, "I went there," and OP is like,
Nah.
nah, that doesn't count."
Yeah, and like, who in their right fucking mind is gonna go to this place after OP is posting pictures of like fucking like mummified hands and shit?
Especially after seeing or listening to our episode of Jack Torrance.
Oh my
You just
god.
don't do that.
Yeah, you don't fuck around and
There's
find
one
out.
thing you learn,
don't do that.
even from
You,
Night Mind. You just don't fucking go do that.
You
I think we should do that.
You're forgetting.
I also agree. We should do that.
Yeah, we
You're,
probably should do that.
You're forgetting the most important thing that debunks all of this, boys.
Can you wait till you don't have wheat thins in your fucking gullet?
No, this is my
You
anime moment.
fat whore.
Okay.
I'm asserting
going in
dominance.
a direction.
Mike's like, let me wash these wheat thins down with a little whiskey.
Because you boys are about to see
whiskey.
why you looked too into why it's so fake. You could have just looked at the posts themselves. And let me tell you why.
Yeah, no, we know. We just don't want to go the technical route.
You're not
Me
wrong.
and Jason shared a look, and that one look told my
Y'all
butthole.
forgot about the 4chan timestamps.
Yep. No,
The Spanish
no, we
Inquisition.
didn't.
Jason
The
talked
Spanish
about
Inquisition.
this already.
I went over this very heavily, actually.
No,
Yeah.
no, but here's the other time thing.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sip my tea here.
Just keep shoving your fucking
No, I am pretty
face
sure-
full of wheat thins.
You
It's
mentioned
fine.
it before, but to sum it up to make it easier,
TLDR, if you're stupid.
well, I mean, it's the easiest way to debunk this.
Mike's gonna
4chan.
Occam's razor us.
I hope he says the exact thing you said earlier.
I am, but I think I'm just going to dumb it down because I think you mentioned it before, the whole 15-second thing.
Yes.
because
It's either real or it's fake.
4chan, 4chan,
perfect.
4chan,
Seriously, Mike. Yes, this. I know exactly where you're going. Do this.
4chan timestamps there when you post and when the picture you post gets posted as well. And
Is there not some kind of like a limit or something on there?
it's between the time that he posts his picture and posts the words, there is a 15-second gap. That's all I want to say. You mentioned the
2013 4chan had a limit
Yep.
on their posting.
Yep.
It was a spam. It was basically a spam filter.
Yep, and basically, and I can thank Nexpo for this one because here's the thing: you guys did all this research on your own. You could have just watched a 12-minute Nexpo video.
You did a bunch of hard ass work, and
I
you did the
saved
fucking things
so
that he
much
did,
time.
but
No
But-
regrets.
Welcome to Deludi, where we get drunk
Yep.
and spend an hour telling you what Nexpo will in 15 minutes.
you're not wrong. Also, I know
Nexpo,
that our motto is "you fucking figure out," but this time we tried to figure it out, and now we're getting shit on for it.
Yep.
So
We tried!
Nexpo pretty much debunked that. Yeah, Alex is OP because like he's like, ain't no way Alex is live posting on
No.
4chan on an iPhone 4S in 2013 in 15 second intervals. If you're lost in a place you don't know,
especially with the fucking picture ratio changes.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
there's
Okay,
zero
so
chance.
I saw this theory several times, and there was a person in a whole thread that I found
I
on
saw
Reddit
that.
about
Yeah.
an app that existed at this time that would allow you to post to a 4chan thread. You couldn't type text, and you couldn't, or wait, no, maybe you could type text, but you couldn't read the actual thread on the app, but it would allow you to send pictures in rapid succession using whatever this app is
but
to a 4chan thread.
my issue with it is if you're in an area that you do not recognize, the last thing you're gonna do is just live
sit
tweet.
there.
You're gonna live tweet
Yeah.
every 15 seconds. You're gonna be,
Right.
you know,
you're gonna
ex-
take pictures. You're gonna get the fuck
exploring.
out of there.
You're gonna be well. You're just be exploring more. He's not exploring. He's take picture, post, take picture, post, take picture, post, dead.
But again, like we've all said, there was a cap on how often you could post. I remember that cap because I used to fucking be a part of 4chan heavily back in the fucking day.
You look like a
Unfortunately.
4chan.
Dude, I know.
No, he doesn't wear a fedora.
He used to.
At home, I do.
His beard also goes too far up his face.
It's not just the neck
It's
portion.
not, it's not the neck.
Nexpo actually tried running this test in 2019 to see if he could post on Twitter.
That's a whole
in
6
15
second.
minute intervals, and he couldn't even do it on Twitter in 2019.
With a fucking keyboard.
So it just doesn't make sense for this to be real.
Logistically,
Yeah.
it just does not add up.
It just doesn't make sense.
So you fucked up.
Yes, thank you. It's the Chewbacca theory or whatever it is from South Park.
Yeah, okay. I was like, where is
fucked
this
up,
going?
It
It's
just doesn't
Occam's.
make sense.
This is the definition of Occam's flaming laser sword.
Ezekiel's
Actually,
wheel.
I wish I didn't know what you were talking about.
The box of
Yeah,
craziness.
the box of
yes,
crazy.
yes. Thank you, Mike. You were there for
Occam's-
that.
I was there for
You
that.
was? You was there
I
for
was
that.
there for that.
Are you
Occam's
guys proud of
flaming
me for listening to that and knowing what Mike's talking about?
Occam's flaming razor sword is Occam's razor, but incredibly dumb. Where it's like, this is obvious. You're stupid. It's this answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Either it
Yee.
did happen or it did not. These are
Either-
the questions we need to be asking.
Either this was a real experience someone had,
At this
or it
point,
was made up.
at this point, what are we to say except linktree.com/deludipod.
Actually, not even. Dilutipod.com.
You know what's crazy?
Oh my god, I forgot.
Why are we not
Yes.
pushing that?
You know what's crazy is if you would have just let me finish my sentence.
Doug, there's
well,
nothing in my
If you
my
listen-
bones that will let me let
If you
do
listen
that.
to the recording, you can hear the D. I was just
I
about
can
to
always
say
hear the D.
from Diluti.com or Dilutipod.com.
Hey Doug, how about you pour yourself up a glass of brown?
Actually, we're gonna get into this in a second.
I'm gonna
but
poop.
there's actually a reason why Mike should be doing what he's doing. So keep chugging, Mike.
It's called a 301 redirect.
What?
Thank you, Matt and Jason, for thinking that's funny when it really is not.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyway, linktree.com/dilutipod, dilutipod.com. You can go there, find our links to everything. We're on all the socials at dilutipod or at Don't Look Under the Internet. If you go to our
Herpderp.com.
Go to
also
our-
redirects.
Go to our YouTube page. Thank you, Jason, for shutting him the fuck up. If you go to our YouTube at Don't Look Under the Internet, we are busting over there. We're at like 433 some odd subscribers. We're getting up there. It's pretty great. Thank you, everybody. And we have a lot of the ARG people reaching out to us. Fucking Parks and Quirk reached out to us. The Minerva Alliance guys. Unfortunately, they said they're not continuing it. But the fact that they reached out to us is amazing. We get a bunch
You
of
heard it here
feedback.
first. They're not doing
You can
anymore.
mute him again, and I'd be okay with that.
You can go to onlyfans.com/Mike. It's just him sucking
It's just
shit
him giving
out of a
rim
sump
jobs
pump.
to plants. That's
It's,
all it is.
it's
Anyway,
just him
we get a
pooping in a
lot-
sump pump.
Onlyfans.com/Doug's Faxhole, where it's just Zay.
Yeah, where the fuck is that Patreon?
Yeah,
We
we'll
get
get
a
as soon
lot-
as we get. Actually, we,
We
have
get a lot
$100
of
tier
creator
Patreon.
feedback.
If we can
on
just
YouTube.
talk over Mike as much as possible, radar.
Are you done? Are you happy?
Probably not.
I'm
Can
good,
you,
or
can you, fade him out for me? Real quick?
I'm
Just-
good,
just-
or
just-
I'm not good.
Just want to fade him out.
Your
Thank you very
choice.
much. There we go. So anyway, now that Doug's gone,
The worst part is we're still gonna hear him.
I know.
on editing.
Wieners, wieners, wieners,
He can't
wieners.
hear himself, but
I have to edit this, so this is on me at this point.
yeah, go to our link tree. It has everything on the link tree or dilutipod.com. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/dilutipod. Let's be real, you're going to be buying us alcohol. You can go to patreon.com/dilutipod. Chuck in a couple bucks if you think we're worth it. You can also go to our Spotify, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I know that sounds silly and you hear it from everybody, but it does mean a lot to us. We are over 300 reviews now. That's incredible. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's keep it going because at 400, I got some wackadoo shit about to happen at 400.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Can,
so thank
can
you
I
very
say
much.
one thing real quick? Like, not
Yes.
being a dickhead.
Yes,
YouTube, we're trying to
hell
make
yeah.
it bust.
Yes.
We are doing pretty well right now, but like we are really focusing on that at the moment. So we
Let's-
would love for you guys to subscribe, like, leave comments
Ring
on
that
that
bell.
shit.
Ring that bell.
If you're a normal Spotify listener, we would love if you just switched over to YouTube for a couple weeks just to fucking get our listens up. Like,
pad that
honestly,
algorithm.
Here's the thing.
Monetize us.
Here's the
God
thing.
damn it.
we need
No.
we need hours to monetize. We need subscribers to monetize,
Here's the thing.
and it will help us out tremendously. if
Before
you guys do
Mike
that.
says anything right here, because I want to cut him off.
Thank you.
If you really don't know what to do here, literally just turn YouTube on with our episodes, fucking mute it,
Okay, yeah.
and
that's
then
what I
go
was-
to bed.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so you can
minimize that
if
window.
you take your remote, you can turn the YouTubes on.
Yeah. I play our episodes for my dog when like I leave the house and no one's gonna be there. I just put us on. I'm sure that's traumatizing him more than it is helping him. But
You might.
It be what it do and it do what it be.
I hope I.
It is what it is. Or no,
You-
it do.
you do
Yes,
what it
thank you.
be
You
what
got-
it do,
You
Yugi.
got.
You're gonna come
you got
back
there.
to your. You're gonna come home and Finley's just gonna be like, smack your pants, you bitch.
He's just gonna be freaking out because we've fed him so many goddamn conspiracy theories.
Thank you, Mike
turning the
Tyson.
frogs gay.
You heard that right?
Conspiracy.
And then I just want to say, so we are going to do Hometown Horrors very soon. I know we've mentioned this in the past. We've already gotten a couple emails. I've seen them. Send us a email to our Gmail account. That's deludipod@gmail.com. Make the subject line Hometown Horrors - your name and put your story in it. We want to either A, read that story off on our Hometown Horrors episode this Halloween, or B, if we like it enough, we'll get you on to tell the story yourself.
And if you guys remember last year's, we will put some kind of backing
Yep.
towards it. We will make you sound creepy as fuck.
Yep, but we need the emails. Again,
yes.
deludipod@gmail.com, subject line Hometown Horrors - your name, and put your story in there. That way we can get everything going. It's going to be wonderful, so please do that.
so excited.
You can also...
If you already sent a voicemail, because I told some people to do that
Yeah.
and I fucked up.
No. That's
send an email
good.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, send an email, not a voicemail. The unfortunate side to that is with the email, it's just easier to find everything, and it's all in one place. It's all in our Gmail rather than us having to go through like 4 different apps. If you left us a voicemail, redo it as an email. deludipod@gmail.com.
So, to be clear, if you want to actually be on the show,
Yeah.
if you want us just to play your voicemail at the end of Hometown Horrors, I would absolutely allocate like 5 to 7 minutes of just horrifying voicemails that we've gotten.
Yeah, we also have a heavy vetting process. So if you haven't sent your own butthole to us, we won't accept you. So there needs to be a very graphic picture of your ass in the email to confirm your
I'm gonna
identity.
take over
you
and
guys don't
say-
understand that.
Don't do that one.
Don't listen to Mike.
But what you can do is
He's
you
only
can...
a 33% owner. Don't listen to him.
But what you can do is you can text us or leave us a voicemail. Now, again, we put voicemails at the end of every episode. We're a little light on them. We haven't gotten that many voicemails lately.
Yeah, I think I think we might be out.
I do too, which is unfortunate. So we need voicemails, people. And Moot, don't leave us one. This isn't on you. You don't do this.
No, you can. It's fine.
Anyway,
No.
so
Moot, don't. Ripsaw, if you're out there
No.
somewhere.
I need rebar.
Ooh, I do.
no, we don't
I
know if
miss
he's alive.
Rebar.
He's dead.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway,
Maybe he had
so
a last voicemail that no one heard.
Yeah, exactly.
who knows?
But
But
it's like, God damn it.
if you text us, we always respond to our texts. If you leave us a voicemail, we put it out at the end of an episode. That phone number is a Google phone number. It's 630-909-9366.
All right, that's one.
That is 630-909-9366.
That's twice.
Here's the thing. And
I
I'm
don't
gonna,
know if there is a thing.
before
Mike.
I do,
I think you're going to set up some elaborate
no,
way
no,
to
no.
give the
No,
fucking
no.
number out.
I'm going to ask you.
I have a fucking review
No,
on
listen.
my phone somewhere saying I only remember things if they're said twice.
Here's the thing. I'm going to ask you this. Will you allow me to do the rules of 3 this one time because it's the first time we've been together in a month?
Yeah, sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
trust that.
No, we will.
And you have your phone out, and I don't trust
I
that.
don't have my phone out for any reason.
630.
Redacted. Redacted.
He's not even talking.
909
Good night, everybody. We fucking love you.
66.
Don't look under the internet.